Greetings and welcome to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show. A show dedicated to progressive rock, hard rock, heavy metal, and other forms of rock music. So today we're doing our series video, which is My Strange Fascination, which features today David Bowie. Yes, a very young David Bowie, if you might see. 1967 this album's from. Anyways, David Bowie is one of those musicians that once heard of him, you couldn't basically ignore him. He has some very different sounds to him, some very different ways of being. He's just very different in a lot of ways. But great voice, very distinctive voice. Just unlike any other musician for a voice, and a great voice as well. He released a lot of hits in the 70s, and he continued this into the 80s, and he was pretty much active right up until he passed away not so long ago. Lots of really good stuff. He was a bit of a pop icon in the 70s. He had the look, the Ziggy Stardust look at first, and then eventually the blonde look. He did some movies as well, two of them of which I've seen. The one with the Muppets, or the Puppets, I guess, Fraggle Rock ones, and which was called Crystal. Was it Crystal Ball? No. Crystal something. I can't remember the name of the movie right offhand. I knew it this morning, but it's gone out of my head. And the other one was, of course, Cat People, which he did with Natasha Kinski. So, I mean, and I liked him in both roles. I thought he played the wizard in the first one very well, and the kind of strange character in the Cat People very well as well. Very good singer. Lots of his music I like quite a bit. He was one of those icons. I think I got into Bowie probably not too long after Elton John. With Elton John, and I think I've told the story. I heard a song by him, Crocodile Rock, when I was visiting my cousins in Nova Scotia when I was about 9 or 10. It might have been 11. Not too long after that, maybe around the Kiss era, I had discovered Bowie, but never really listened to him much. And then once it got into the 80s, when I was expanding my music in 1980, expanded outward quite a bit, and he was included in that, and so I went back and listened to a lot of his stuff. I had a greatest hits from him, Changes 1 or Changes 2, or maybe both, I'm not sure. And now I've begun to collect his stuff like everybody else. I like this. This was a album released when he was 15. So what they did with this album is they went back in looking for stuff from him, found this and recorded it and released it. Even though it was from 1967, it wasn't released in 67. At least I don't think it was. Maybe I misunderstood. Anyways, I like the stuff he did with Queen, the Under Pressure. And he's just one of those musicians that can work with other people. He's always in a good frame of mind. You don't get a lot of negative publicity from him about anything. That's just the way he is. And of course he's a glam artist, with the makeup and the act and everything like that. A real performer. So he fit. For a person like that, it's natural to go right into television and stage as well. Maybe for some rock musicians, rock music is it, but for him, it wasn't ever going to be. It's just too much of a personality. Some of the stuff I really like by him came out in the mid-70s, but I did buy the Let's Dance album, and I went to that concert, and it was great, and that's one of my favorite of Bowie's albums. Definitely a little bit different than he had done previously. A little more production was better and stuff. So And he at this point had gotten rid of his Ziggy Stardust persona and was now doing this kind of cat people thing going on, I guess is what you might call it. But he had made the transition from the 70s to the 80s fairly smoothly. I think one of the few that did it. Anyways, I think he's great. I miss him. I wished he was still making stuff. He's great live too. I enjoyed seeing him live, and I look forward to maybe something coming out that we haven't heard from before. It would be nice. Anyways, I hope you like this video. I hope you like to see more of this stuff, so please like and subscribe, and it's much appreciated. And have a great day, and we will see you back here tomorrow for yet another episode of My Strange Fascinations, as we are now on day number 23, still about a week to go, and this is episode number 23. So have a good day. Bye.